If you've ever tried to lose weight and thought, "But I don't want to lose my shape," trust me, you're not alone. Most of us don't want to be stick thin. We want to feel toned, strong, and confident, and still keep the curves that make us feel like us. Every time I tell people I'm working on leaning down, someone says, "But don't lose your shape." And I get it. Nobody's trying to lose the booty, the hips, or the softness in the right places. The fitness industry doesn't always talk about that balance. It's either shrink down at all costs, or just accept everything as it is. And the truth is, there's a middle ground where you can burn fat without flattening your hips, shrinking your booty, or losing your natural shape. And it all comes down to how you do it. The thing is, most traditional weight loss advice doesn't care about that. If you follow the typical eat less, move more plan without thinking about what you're losing, you could end up lighter on the scale, but flatter, softer, and with less definition. That's because losing fat and keeping your curves isn't about simply shrinking, it's about shaping. The first thing I learned is that extreme calorie cutting is the fastest way to say goodbye to your shape. Yes, it might work for weight loss, but it's also the fastest way to lose muscle. And muscle is literally what gives your curves their shape. Your glutes, your thighs, even the definition in your waist, all of that comes from the muscle underneath. When you drop your calories too low, your body isn't just burning fat for fuel, it's also breaking down muscle tissue. And that's how people end up skinny but feeling flat, soft, and weak. Instead, the goal is to eat in a slight calorie deficit, just enough to trigger fat loss without putting your body into panic mode. You still want to be feeding your muscles, which means protein has to be your best friend. Think of it as giving your body a gentle nudge instead of a harsh shove. And within that calorie range, protein is non-negotiable. It's your insurance policy for keeping muscle while losing fat. Eggs, chicken, salmon, beans, tofu, Greek yogurt, lean beef, protein shakes, whatever you like. Just make sure you're getting enough in every single meal. Protein not only helps preserve your muscle while you lose fat, it also keeps you full so you're not white-knuckling your way through the day. Now let's talk workouts, because this is where most people lose their curves without even realizing it. If you're spending hours doing straight cardio, running, cycling, the treadmill for 60 minutes every day, you're going to burn fat. Yes, but you're also going to burn through muscle, especially in your lower body. And if your goal is to keep your booty, your thighs, your hips, you can't treat strength training like an afterthought. The magic formula is to lift weights at least 3 times a week, with a focus on lower body movements that target the glutes, hamstrings, and quads. Think squats, hip thrusts, deadlifts, lunges, the moves that build shape and keep those muscles full. And no, lifting weights won't make you bulky. In fact, it's the very thing that makes your curves pop even more once the fat starts coming off. If you're pairing that with some strategic cardio, like shorter, high-intensity sessions or even walking, you get the best of both worlds: fat loss without shape loss. Another thing that people don't talk about enough is the importance of training for shape instead of just for calorie burn. If you want that snatched waist and curvy silhouette, you need to pay attention to your upper body too. Building your shoulders and back creates the illusion of a smaller waist, which naturally makes your hips and glutes look fuller. So yes, keep hitting the glute days, but don't skip your upper body days. They're part of the equation. Now, about cardio. I know some of you are thinking, I'll just run it off. And sure, cardio has its place, but if you overdo it, especially long, steady-state cardio, you risk losing muscle along with fat. Instead, focus on shorter, more intense cardio sessions, like HIIT a couple of times a week, or keep it simple with daily walks. Walking burns calories, reduces stress, and doesn't put your body in a state where it starts breaking down muscle. Speaking of stress, this is the hidden curve killer. When your stress levels are constantly high, your body produces more cortisol, and guess what? That hormone makes your body hold on to fat, especially in your midsection, while breaking down muscle. And if you've ever been dieting hard and your body just refused to change, stress might be why. That's why rest and recovery are just as important as your workouts. Sleep is where your body repairs muscle and balances hormones. If you're running on 4 to 5 hours of sleep every night, you're sabotaging your results. Aim for 7 to 8 hours. It's not just about feeling rested. It's about protecting the shape you're working so hard for. Now let's talk food balance, because I'm not here to tell you to cut out every food you love. I still eat carbs. I still eat out. The difference is I focus on quality and balance. Carbs aren't the enemy. The right carbs fuel your workouts and help you keep muscle. I choose whole, nutrient-rich carbs like sweet potatoes, rice, oats, fruit. And yes, I'll still have bread or pasta sometimes. I just pair them with protein and veggies so they work for me, not against me. And here's something I wish someone told me years ago. You can still eat dessert and keep your curves. You don't have to swear off chocolate forever. You just have to be intentional. If I'm going out for dinner and I know I want dessert, I'll make sure the rest of my day is protein and veggie heavy, so I'm balancing my overall intake. That way, I get to enjoy the indulgence without worrying that it's undoing all my work. Now, I want you to imagine something. You're at the beach and you've been working on yourself for months, not starving yourself, not punishing yourself, but lifting, eating well, resting. You walk past a mirror or catch your reflection in a shop window. You see a smaller waist, fuller hips, and lifted glutes, your curves, just sharper and more defined. That's what we're aiming for here. Not just a number on a scale, but a body that looks and feels strong, feminine, and yours. So here's the bottom line. Losing fat without losing your curves isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. Feed your body enough to protect muscle. Prioritize strength training over endless cardio. Manage your stress. Sleep like it's your job. And eat in a way that supports your body instead of starving it. When you do that, something amazing happens. You don't just lose fat. You reveal the shape you already have. You're not changing who you are. You're uncovering it. And once you get there, you'll realize you didn't have to choose between being toned and being curvy. You get to have both. One last piece of advice. Watch the scale, but don't live or die by it. When you're losing fat and building muscle at the same time, your weight might not drop as much as you expect, but your body will look completely different. Your jeans will fit better, your waist will be smaller, your shape will still be there, just more defined. That's the goal.